The implosion was inevitable. My outer layer couldn't withstand such pressure. The whole structure was about to collapse. But I no longer attempted to conceal it. I need fresh air. I can't breathe. I need to reach the surface. I lay still, my eyes fixated on the ceiling above me. I realize I haven't blinked yet, thinking about everything, about nothing in particular, feeling nothing special, overwhelmed by sensations. I tell myself I'm alive. Now I just need to be alive. Today I feel like descending the spiral staircase, the helical strand of my essence. The eyes get used to the lack of light, and so do I. I hold the switch. I could turn the lights on, only I haven't. Now back to the surface. Carefully, easily. I open my eyes slowly. I let them adjust. There's too much artificial light out there. It blinds me. Remember who you are. At times I forget. I feel I'm someone else. I'll follow the sunlight. When it's gone, I'll survive in the dim light of the night. Leave me here, in the darkness, in the sunlight, in the night's dim light. Makes me feel home. Thank you. It probably will have a different meaning for every one of us. It had a specific meaning for me at the time of its writing. The way I see it is like a poem based on the contrast, the very stark contrast between introspection and the search for meaning outside oneself. Between finding our true selves and trying to find something out there that gives us a clue about what it is we are searching for. It has a few other ingredients like societal pressures, the pressure to be someone you might not be, the pressure maybe to become something you're not supposed to become or you don't really want to become. Many times it's a self-imposed pressure. But of course, such self-imposed pressure is often aligned to societal pressure, societal values, societal expectations. So that's where the feeling of suffocation stems from. The feeling of, I need fresh air, I can't breathe, to reach the surface. Those expressions are pointing toward this sense of suffocation that at times we might experience when we are not being ourselves. And that happened a lot to me. I spent a great chunk of my life not being myself and trying to adapt. Trying to adapt to some ideal that I had in mind, and that for some time I thought it was what I really wanted to be. Trying not to let anyone down. And at times, the struggle between not letting anyone down and not letting yourself down is intense, yes. And at times you feel the need to align your own choices to those compatible with societal standards. But the only thing that matters is not to let yourself down, because you're the only person who's gonna be with you your entire life. And it won't be easy to spend the rest of your life with yourself, having let yourself down. When I was trying to be someone else, I realized that, of course, you feel the pressure and the inner struggle of pleasing society, between pleasing society and pleasing yourself. Many times you become a people pleaser. That pressure doesn't come easy, but you still realize it. You've been trying to conceal it, and you've been trying to pretend everything was great, everything was okay, and that you were just fine. And there are lots of things that started to change from the moment I turned 30, maybe 35. There were things I just couldn't barter anymore. Things I wasn't willing to accept. Things I was no longer willing to disguise anymore. So when something's not right, something doesn't feel right, I just try not to conceal it. I try to go deep inside and try to notice what really feels so wrong. If there's something that I can do to change it, if I'm not being true to myself, and if a particular decision makes me feel good or not. There are also some references to the inner darkness that we sometimes try to hide so bad. And most of the times we are unsuccessful because that darkness often arises. It finds the way to do so. It finds the way to manifest. And the more we try to keep it in the darkness, the more we try to keep it from the light, the more it will push to manifest. So the poem includes a reference to that darkness that we all have, the things we don't like about us, our traumas, and all those things we prefer not to look at for too long. But they will always be there, and we need to make room for them too. We need to acknowledge them, and we need to let them come out in a controlled way. Because if we don't, they will come out. They will burst out, and we won't be able to control it. But we do get used to stepping into that darkness, and we do get used to getting to know it a bit more. That's to get to know ourselves much better. And we hold the switch to turn that darkness into light. We are the only ones who can do it, actually. So the whole thing is a balance between darkness and light. It doesn't have to be 100% one or 100% the other. It's always some kind of degree. There's always some kind of gradient. It's about contrasts. which are everywhere in life, everywhere, and life is built out of them. It's natural, and it's great when we can learn to integrate them, to blend them seamlessly. So this is all about those contrasts and finding balance in life. Those contrasts between darkness and light, being and pretending to be, committing to ourselves or committing to what society tells us to be. Finding home. It's about finding ourselves, our true selves, finding home, finding our way back home, and discovering who we truly are. Feel free to share one of your poems. I will be sharing a few more, probably, if not many more, because I love writing. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.